Hello and welcome back to another episode of Warhammer 40k Dawn of War. Now,
the Orc invasion is far more serious than we originally imagined. The Imperial Navy, with the help of the Blood Raven's battle barge, the Litany of Fury, has regained tenuous control of the space around the planet. However, the number of Orc troops and supplies that have reached planetside far exceeds our original estimates. The Orc menace has spread throughout the low-population areas of the planet. Civilians are fleeing en masse to the cities, where they hope the higher concentration of Imperial Guard can protect them. Due to our recent actions, we were able to destroy several Orc forward encampments and kill many of their leaders. So we can expect at least a brief respite from further Orc attacks in this area. The Blood Ravens have returned to the capital city of Magna Bonum to prepare the defenses during this downtime.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, this mission's a bit more tougher in my mind. Just a little bit, not that much.
Brother Mateo, 2nd Squad is to man those buildings opposite the market streets. Go! Brother Tantheus, take 9th Squad and shore up our defenses along our southern flank. We need those gun emplacements operational. That is correct, Brother Corrales. Begin executing Protocol 18. We will silence that Orc artillery.
My lord, I have taken the liberty of stationing my Imperial Guard around the key facilities, including the spaceport and power plant.
Your initiative is admirable, Colonel, but I need you to pull your men back to this location where they can concentrate their defense.
But if we abandon the spaceport...
We cannot hold the spaceport, Colonel. We have to maximize our defense in one location to assure victory. Do not mistake the Orcs' simple manner for stupidity. They are far more cunning than they may seem. Now go.
Yes, my lord. I do not agree with this course of action. Why are we sitting back waiting for the Orcs to strike? We should attack! Surely it is better than doing nothing.
You would have us meet the Orcs on open ground? That would be madness. It is written in the Codex Astartes that this situation calls for a defensive action.
Of course. You are right. Perhaps patience is the better virtue here.
Brothers, the Orcs have overrun the city. This transgression shall not stand. We will fight until the last Orc is dead. Heavy bolter turrets have been made available to us. Be sure to place their defensive power wisely. Landmines are now available for placement in our enemy's paths.
What is your order?
Praise the
one
Emperor.
thing is, with this one, it's kind of different. Because
Together
what
to
I pretty much
victory.
try to do is,
There is no such thing as innocence.
since we have two
The Orcs
commanders,
maintain an iron grip on the city's strategic points. We must break their hold and deny the Orcs their supplies.
but anyway, we got ourselves a good start. These are our citizens, which I don't really see
The Emperor protects.
as quite useful. But one thing is, for this mission, it's a lot better if you
My
could
faith
separate
is
your
my
army.
shield.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
I do.
Here to serve.
The enemy is attacking!
Which just shows they don't really have.
This day shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
With courage and honor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I could be taking a nerve point,
It's
but
the first step on the road to disappointment. I stand ready.
Yes, Lord?
Beware the alien.
My knowledge is at your
The
disposal.
heretic.
There is no such thing
He
as
who
innocence.
stands with me shall
Only
be
degrees
my
of
brother.
guilt. Hope is the first step on the road to disappointment.
Reporting, sir. At the Emperor protects. We'll get through this, I know
Fear
it.
not the sight.
Position
Fear not the
secure.
sight.
Taking
On
heavy
alert,
fire.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby. This day shall be a glorious one for
There
the
is no
Imperium.
such thing as innocence. Only degrees
The Emperor
of guilt.
protects.
Claim it in the name of the
He
Emperor.
who stands with me shall be my brother.
with this one, you kind of need to set up some outposts. And I mean lightly. Well, actually, first, let's get another one of these in, and then this. The only reason why I'm pretty much setting
I shall obey.
a reinforcement
What is your
first,
will?
so I can pretty much capture more points of this, because literally,
Objective
I will
achieved.
do as
On
you
alert,
ask.
brothers. The enemy must be nearby. Praise the Emperor. Beware the alien. The heretic. Walk softly.
My
Carry a
knowledge is
big
at your
gun.
disposal.
now what I'm pretty much doing right now
Yes,
is,
most
since I have this
beneficent
point and then another point,
one.
I'm planning to
Initializing
mostly
protocol.
knock down their bigger
Beware
areas.
the alien.
Venerate the immortal Emperor.
Heretic.
Here to serve.
Because, like, right now, I'm mostly going to be upgrading my stuff.
I await your
Taking
instructions.
damage.
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
But we do get to play
The
around
Emperor
with the
protects.
Immortal Guardsman.
The Emperor protects. Follow me into battle. For terror. For the Emperor. I shall not
Yes,
fail.
most beneficent one.
Now, what I'm kind of doing right now is, I'm mostly holding back. Because right this second, we really don't have much of anything. But, yeah.
I await your instructions.
Now,
Build
my plan is just
71
mostly, since we do
initiated.
have some spare
Build
cash,
71
I'm not planning to
initiated.
reinforce my armies that hard. Because when we do, we mostly run into higher problems. Like right now, I'm running very, very low on energy. So yeah. The only reason why I'm mostly now building up generators is because mostly I want to make sure that I have a lot.
I stand ready.
Emperor protects.
Taking damage.
Now, right now we can do a lot more damage. And
An
as
open
I kind of
mind is
remember,
like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Here to serve.
now what I'm kind of doing right now is I'm trying to set up my forces, and it's just, I don't remember when, but at some point we're going to be running into more dangerous foes. And right now, I'm planning to try to get myself more energy and research some grenades, and at least create 2 more Space Marines, because The grenade launchers are good for two different things. I already have the rocket launchers because they do outrange instead of grenade launchers.
Here to serve.
But yeah, I don't think there's too much of anything
The
else.
Emperor protects.
Here to serve. I will do as you ask. I will do as you ask.
Now, the only reason why I have my gun a bit more forward than the other two is because mostly
My faith is my shield. Faith and duty. For the glory of the Emperor.
Yes, Lord.
you see right there.
Marine squad deployed.
Praise the Emperor for the Emperor. My aim shall not falter.
Yes, Lord.
Now, which squad do I really want to?
Yes, my lord.
Praise the Emperor.
So all my squad get
Marine squad deployed. For the
into
glory
a
of
protection
the
area here.
Imperium.
But right now, I'm not very scared
Yes, my lord.
because
My
mostly
knowledge is at your disposal.
right now we're at the point that literally
For the glory
we
of the
are
Imperium.
pretty much set. Kind of. The bolter turret, heavy bolter turrets are very good against infantry units. But luckily enough, it's just not as good as that. We also have a second function of them that will cost us a bit of blue, but it's the great thing you could do.
The enemy
Yes,
is
Lord.
attacking.
I
Now-
will do as you ask.
I'm gonna make my guy construct 2 more of these,
Initializing build protocol.
because I'm one of those type of people that I want to have my place secure. And where the heck did I put that? Ah, there he is.
Yes, most
He
beneficent
kind of
one.
camouflages into them a little bit.
With all
Not
due
much.
haste, I exist to serve. Yes, Lord, as you wish.
So when this one gets done, I'll be going ahead and actually creating missile turrets.
This day
So-
shall be a glorious one for the Imperium.
Right now, I'm gonna make these rocket launcher people, because mostly, yeah, they may be kind of good at heavy bolters, but
On
I
alert,
still want to
brothers.
have at least.
The enemy must be nearby.
They might be setting up for something else, because
The
literally,
Emperor protects.
I believe they gain a little bit more range
Hope
if
is
I
the first step
not
on the
forgetting.
road to disappointment.
But mostly, like right this second, I'm just mostly getting myself prepared for war.
Fear not the psycho.
One more of this,
fire.
and then I'm gonna leave it because I want to try to go forward with this.
Fear not the psycho.
If I remember the, okay, here we go. Capture the strategy point and retake the city. Now, the one thing is why I have 2 separate squads, because these are all the points right here. Back here, we can send
stand
like some
ready.
random group into something else. But for right now, I'm gonna spend my last one into defenses, and I'm probably gonna generate more room for the future and pick up the last update.
Retreat!
What do you mean
The Emperor
retreat?
protects.
Oh. Oh, I see. Sometimes they get into a very high panic mode.
Venerate the immortal emperor.
Walk softly and carry a big gun.
Now, the-
then!
Attacking as ordered.
Now, I'm slightly moving forward, but every time when I get closer to one of these things, I'm gonna go ahead and knock down their points.
Under fire.
Now, the one thing that I'm kind of doing right now is I'm trying to go ahead and set up forward positions. Don't retreat, men.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Now, the grenade launchers have a bit better, but as you can pretty much see, they don't do oh, they do it. Why did it not work before? But anyway, I take it one step at a time. If we try to reinforce these things, they don't do as well.
Objective log.
Because I spent hours just guarding this stuff.
The blasted orcs have built their infernal structures within the city walls. Destroying these structures is vital if we are to regain control over the city.
Now,
An open mind is like a fortress with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
I'm going to go ahead and actually send my forces in for this side. Because the best way to do this is to mostly get yourself...
Blast and damnation. A sacred machine cult has misfired and landed somewhere within the city. We must recover the structure and any survivors.
Now, I think he said... No, he did not say he captured a point. Now, I'm kind of doing something else since I did discover that there's no limit on this. I'm going ahead and actually building up some more of these.
What is your will?
So, pretty much I need 5 more of these. Because...
Yes, most beneficent one. What is your will?
they'll take up another group slot, but I really don't care, because
Here to serve.
they're kind of
As you
already
wish.
overpowered already.
What is your will? As you wish. Yes, most beneficent one. What is your will?
Right now, I'm kind of building up now more defenses.
What is your will?
There we go. Now, did the other group lose anything else? No.
I stand
Taking damage.
What is your will?
Initiating attack protocol 23.
Oh, I think we found it. Right here. Now, the machine cults are very, very good. Because they produce higher units. Now, we're going to get machines now. And this is why you mostly want to have rocket launchers and because of that reason. Because rocket launchers, as I said in the last video, they kind of take place, they take care of buildings and vehicles. Now, those are vehicles, and they get bonus damage. They take bonus damage from
An open mind is like a
vehicles
fortress
themselves.
with its gates unbarred and unguarded.
Yes, Lord. I await your instructions.
Now, the one thing is, I'm going to have these solo outposts to deal with them. Now, I'm going to keep the groups near to the nearest outposts because mostly I want to make sure that
Mission accomplished.
I want to make sure that we have what we
Protocol.
definitely need. Like right now, I'm not really
This
moving up my
day
first
shall be a
group.
glorious one for
But
the
once
Imperial.
we get, well, actually, we could just send a
Hope is the
single
first
squad to
step
capture
on
this.
the road to disappointment. Through the destruction of our enemies do we earn our salvation. At your command, I shall never tire.
Emperor be praised. The machine cult is still
the
intact.
enemy.
We must get a servitor to finish its construction immediately.
Exactly. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give it a second to auto-load. But pretty much, they create these things, which are pretty much dreadnoughts. They're similar to Marines, except the backstory of this is they're just Marines in giant Titan suits. Let's just leave it with that.
Today,
And-
the enemy shall know fear.
is eternal.
Pretty much, I'm going to lead them on heavy weapons because they take a bit more damage than Marines, and they do a lot more damage than
We're here.
what they normally do.
Taking heavy fire.
From where? There. Okay, whatever which. Now, I'm probably not going to build more Marines, except when I have to reinforce.
Under fire.
Where? Oh, there. Either way,
Yes, Lord.
I think it's time to go
As
ahead
you
and do my
wish.
routine checks on
I
these
shall
ships.
obey.
And what I mean by that, I mean
Yes,
like actually
Lord.
going ahead and just
I shall obey.
get at least these things repaired. 'Cause
On
they don't
alert, brothers.
auto-heal.
The enemy must be nearby.
Again.
Yes, Lord.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep my
I will
supporting
do as you
force
ask.
here. While we do other stuff. Because, once we get the machine called up, that's gonna be pretty much it of us buying normal stuff. And when we get this up, we're gonna be perfectly fine.
Beware the
I say
alien.
maybe take the middle group because I do definitely. I think for right now we have a good
Stay
enough
vigilant, brothers.
support area that we probably can just go ahead and take
Commencing
these out.
attack.
Because
Enemy is attacking.
I mean, once this gets up, I'm definitely going to be producing.
It is better to die
Like
for
this
the
group,
Emperor
I'm going
than
to
live
get
for yourself.
3 more into this group, but
The
this
Emperor
group I'm going to
protects.
create 4. Now these things do take up a slot. Luckily enough, we're able to increase
fire.
size
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
because they can be quite useful for absorbing some stuff. This is the middle point, right? Yeah.
Charge.
So right this second, I definitely do not want to go ahead and try to take these out
The
without having
revered
to-
dreadnoughts are standing
Commencing
by.
attack.
Build them at the machine cult.
So 2, 4, 6. So we need 4, so that will take up 4. And then this is going to be pretty much all. Can we upgrade it again, please?
He who stands with me shall be my brother.
Take
Looks
and
like
hold.
not. Uh-oh.
Reporting, sir. At
Back
your
up, back up,
command.
back up, back up.
Get
Walk
through
softly
this. I know it.
and carry a big gun.
Yes, Lord. I shall obey.
And the only reason why I built
Yes,
these things
Lord.
because in the past it.
I have awoken.
Yes,
Okay,
Lord.
good. So it looks like I'm going to only be able to build.
Taking hits.
1 more, which I find kind of sad because literally I do want to try to build a lot more to show these guys off. Because keeping them standing doesn't really show
Taking
them
heavy
off.
fire. Mission
My
accomplished.
faith is my shield.
Now to clear out these final areas.
Initiating attack protocol 23.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
So
None shall stop us. We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
It is better to
second group
die
will
for the
actually go
Emperor
ahead and
than
move
live for
forward.
yourself.
what? Okay, that's just crazy. I lost one.
The enemy is attacking.
Command me. To
The
me,
enemy
my
is
brothers.
attacking.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for
What is
yourself.
your will?
None shall stop us.
Now, where's my dreadnought? There he is. As you can pretty much see, he slows down a little bit, but he does have that chain gun upgrade. And as you can pretty much see, he's taking down a lot of damage. Not a lot, but he's taking some of the damage
At
portions
last,
out of
back to war.
what we definitely need.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Now, I definitely need to reinforce this
Engaging
point.
the enemy.
that's a... Whoop, my bad. Return to game. Okay, so... no, it's actually secondaries. The first one... The primaries are mostly the ones that we have to do. The secondaries are mostly the ones that we have to do. Now, as you can pretty much see right here, that's how much health they have at the start, that's how much they take. They're very good in close melee.
I shall end you.
And the scary part is, we're going to be cutting off.
Taking damage.
Now, this is what happens when they get scared, but thanks to the dreadnoughts, they'll get their confidence back up, and they won't be wasting my money.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
There's work to be done!
Position
It is
secure.
better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Even in death I still serve.
Initiating attack protocol 23. For the glory of the Imperium.
Now, this guy can survive quite a bit of damage. But as you can pretty much see, this tower is just chunking nothing but his damage. That's it. No other units. That's how strong these are. And that's why, if you see me do a lot of these, that's pretty much what I'm going to be pretty much doing.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Engaging the enemy. None shall stop us.
Yes, Lord.
Routine checks.
As you wish.
The enemy is attacking.
Yes, Lord.
I think the attacks are slowed down on this.
Taking damage.
Even in death I still serve.
None shall stop us.
These things are literally taking a living, like, thing into taking them out. We don't really need to pump these out too much, but they are quite useful, and if you... And here's one tip. This is from pretty much... I didn't want to really build dreadnoughts that often until I had to be stuck with a mission over them. Now these saved my arse. Really, really good.
We will crush the enemies of the Imperium.
Of his will. Fate is eternal. Command me.
Now when you get a whole bunch of them, that's a different thing. You can make a whole entire attack squad out of this, and they're able to knock things out. And this is why, like to explain this, there are Marines in battle suits. These are survival Marines. They gain the honor to relive their lives. Serve the Emperor in better places.
Command me. Even in death I still serve.
We will crush
Fate
the enemies
is
of the
eternal.
Imperium.
Now here's the one thing. I think we just need to knock out like all the orc structures in the area, or just take out the main camp.
For the glory
I can't
of the
remember.
Imperium.
But still, when you get a whole bunch of these, they take...
At your command.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Now I'm just checking back and forth, see what really is going on, and... Okay, so
None shall stop
here,
us.
move
Commencing
here.
I am the instrument of his will.
But still, these are pretty
At
cool
last,
characters.
back to war.
Attacking as ordered.
Even in death I still serve.
So, overrun the city, kill every one of the orcs, and destroy all their buildings. Okay. So, I think we took out their main production. I think...
I am ready to serve. Again.
We will crush
Even
the
in
enemies
death
of
I
the
still
Imperium.
serve. I am ready to serve. Again.
Yeah, so,
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Yeah. So as I said before, I'm not really planning to move forward that much. But,
The enemy is attacking!
aha.
Here to serve. I exist to serve.
If we could hold off these positions, I definitely need to hold this one back.
I exist to serve.
Under fire!
I will do as you ask. Build routine Sector 1 initiated.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Charge!
I am ready to serve. Again.
Aha. So this is pretty much why you don't really want to leave your army unattended for too long. I said they'll pretty much be done. As you can pretty much see right here, I'm losing quite a bit of my army. Right this second. If I lose one of these guys, I really don't mind. Because they are just humans.
Ready to serve. Again. It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself. Even in death I still serve. Command me.
These should be all... okay, so retake the city, okay. So there we go.
Knock it off, all of yous! We's moving out. We's not gonna stay and fight. I's the biggest orc here, which means I's the leader of yous lousy bunch of gits. We've been waiting and waiting to fight these marine boys, and we's gonna stomp them back good. To do that, we need the strength of all the boys, not a small, weak mob of rats like yous boys. I use your skull for something besides thumping. We's orcs, and we's were made for fighting and winning. Sure thing. You're the boss. We's gonna go get Big Boss Orc among us. He got something special planned for these humies.
Yeah, so pretty much... those are pretty much the orcs. And I'm not sure if I explained this quite yet. But pretty much, each race of this follows kind of a different commander. And each of the different commanders, which I actually will be showing you, like for the Space Marines, they follow the Emperor, and pretty much, they pretty much carry out his order. Now, for the orcs, on the other hand, they take from the biggest boss. And pretty much, the bigger the boss, the bigger the army. And sometimes, I believe at some point they separated apart so they could see who's the strongest. But after quite a while, a lot of them just separated back together and make a bigger army. Now, we haven't gone through these two races yet, so I'm going to wait for the future to explain that. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed the video, please go ahead and press that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more content, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Adios, amigos.